Hello and welcome to another edition of Cull the Weak. I am your host, Brobnar89, back once again with Siaka. Hello, Siaka.
Hey.
This is our final episode of Season 2. Final matchup will be between Ruinraven, spawn of Betunishona, and Gregg, Aviator of Vitaworld. I will be piloting Gregg today. Gregg is 1-1 currently. Siaka will be piloting Ruinraven. Ruinraven is 2-0. Ruinraven, the comeback kid so far in this league. Both games it's played so far, it's been quite far behind and managed to bring it back. So that's been really neat to see. An excellent reminder that you should never give up, no matter how far behind you are in Keyforge.
Yep.
There is a chance that you will claw your way back.
Especially if your deck has 21 synergy points. So that means the more you get into the game, the more combos you can do.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting because it's such a low Acer, but such high synergy. I will be piloting Gregg today. Some efficiency out of Logos. We've got the double daughters. We've got the Lethologica. We've got the QMEX. Effervescent Principle, one of the very few Scaling Aember controls in Mass Mutation. Siaka's going to have to be a little bit careful about bursting up too high, although it doesn't matter if you just lose the Amber. It's not like I'm stealing it.
Right.
Bit of an interesting Shadows, very little steal in Shadows. Really, it's only the Heist Knight going to be able to do some stealing, but it's very situational. Heist Knight is the alpha that steals 1 for each thief creature in play, and this deck only has 2 thief creatures, so it's going to be really tricky to be able to pull that off. Plenty of shoulder ids. Want to try to get that down next to your daughter, maybe the Key Frog. Double Opportunist, going to slow down your opponent a little bit. And in Untamed, we have 2 Reclaimed by Natures. Ruinraven does have a couple of artifacts that actually are pretty consequential. The Auto Encoder, the Monument to Ludo, the Imperial Road, I remember being pretty important in the previous game. And double Resurgence, really good for getting back those efficiency creatures, getting back those daughters. Not too much in the way of creatures in Untamed that you're going to really want to pull back. The Amberlution is going to be very interesting here. Ruinraven has a number of great play effect creatures like the Shrinks and the QMEX, Ghost Hawk as well. So if I can hit that at the right moment, I could really throw a wrench into your plans.
Yeah, you can also use it to trigger your Key Frog.
So that's right, yes. Taking a look at Ruinraven, what do you got for us here, Siaka?
Yeah, this deck is pretty fun. Comes from behind, as we mentioned earlier, and can have huge bursts, which in a Mass Mutation environment, there are not many ways you can deal with it. We do have the artifacts here, which have been pretty impactful to unlock some of the synergies that this deck has. So 2 Reclaimed by Natures will be good here for Gregg, but I think I'll just be playing my artifacts because if they get purged, they get purged, but there's no threat of a borrow here.
Right.
Logos, yep, we've got... The board doesn't look like much. There are only 4 creatures, 2 of them are QMEX. So I think Logos turns are just going to be pretty efficient, supporting what the other 2 houses want to do. Untamed, we've got the burst potential. So this deck actually fits pretty neatly into the main support burst framework that Bouncing Deathquark had. Sometimes decks don't necessarily have one in each role, and I guess for people who are unfamiliar, support is more of assisting what your plan is in the other houses. So drawing cards or dealing with threats. Like Logos also has the board clear with Mind Over Matter. I can discard cards to the Auto Encoder. Opposition Research can give me some breathing room. Effervescent Principle for the Scaling Steel. And then Saurian would be main house, so that one is the one you call over and over once you have a nice board and you can reap. And here we have really good tools for that. City-state interest and spoils of battle can take a lot of amber away if there's a problem. 2 citizen Strixes can be stealing. Octavia's continuous amber control with the Ludos, so you won't be getting it back as long as you don't kill the Ludo first. Faust increased the key cost, so Gregg is Amber Rush deck, I would say. It has 18 amber pips and a key cheat. So if I can make it pay like more for a key, like let's say 8 or 9, that'll really set it back. Because I think in terms of the board, like the shoulder ids can't fight. Most of the creatures are pretty weak. There's an Amberlution in standardized testing, but there's not much in there that can deal with this Saurian board.
Yeah, it's pretty minimal board control. And you have quite a bit of key cost control with the Faust and the Pismire.
Right. Yeah, and Untamed, so that fits into Burst House, which is just what can you do to have a big amber turn and try to do a big play that puts the game away. So I think Fandangle can enable big plays, Dark Harbinger can enable big plays, Vault's Blessing. I don't know how many mutants are in the deck. I see at least 4, so... Okay, yeah, there are a bunch of Untamed too. So Vault's Blessing can be pretty huge. And
you've got the mutation of Cunning as well.
Yeah, to make another creature mutant. Yeah, that happened in one of the previous games. Savage Clash in case things are getting out of control. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I think Ruinraven has board dominance, I think, through most of the game.
Yeah. I see there are actually a lot of creatures in this Untamed house, so if the cards come out in the order where I can establish Untamed after the board clear has gone by, it's going to be pretty hard. And if Fandangle lives and I'm bringing out these other creatures ready, I think it could get really ugly. So I don't know if Ruinraven will be the comeback kid today, but we'll see.
I definitely think Ruinraven is the favorite in this matchup. You have a good chance to swarm the board, and I have little board control. Like you say, Gregg is more of a rush, and I think with the Dino Amber control and just kind of the way that Ruinraven slow rolls into setting things up, I think it's going to be really tough for Gregg to pull this off. One thing you did mention, I might be able to kind of debilitate you a little bit with the Reclaimed by Natures, slow you down. But I think Ruinraven's the favorite here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Gregg's path, if you can get the daughters to stick early, you might just be able to rush to the end. But I think if the game is still alive in like turn 12 or something, it's probably looking pretty bad for Gregg.
Right. Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, ready to play?
Yeah, let's hop in the game.
Great.
All right, looks like you got the first hand.
Looks pretty good.
I think I'm going to keep this. This is not a perfect starting hand that I have here, but kind of my win condition is early efficiency, I think. So I'm going to go for it.
Oh, wow.
And
Nice.
Lethoed into my second daughter.
Exactly what we talked about.
Yeah. So the 2 daughters out early is definitely a good sign for me. Oh no! Amberlution got Lethoed away.
Oh, yes. That's what I like to see.
So that is bad news. Hopefully the efficiency makes up for it. We will see.
Yeah. So unfortunately I have the mutation of Cunning.
Not going to do too much.
Yeah. If I had the mutation of... What are the other ones? Well, whatever the one that gives you Assault, like that would have been really great here.
Oh, yeah.
Could I fight Quixo? Do I care? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. Well, I don't like that Amber Shard mongrel. That is He's no good.
Yeah, and he's elusive too.
He's an elusive Amber Shard Monk. Elusive and hazardous, so.
This is hazardous alone. None of these people could do anything.
Right. That's definitely a problem. Well, I think that's gonna force me into shadows here. Get the id down to keep daughter safe. Put an opportunist onto the Kehoe. And mug the mongrel.
Alright, I definitely have to do something about this.
Gets me up to 5 amber, which is decent. I would like to be able to reap at some point, so.
Alright, take the daughter out. And maybe the Cephalus is more important. Okay. Then I will stump some more creatures. If I fight Shoulder Id, you'll forge.
Hey, there you go.
Guess I'll just do that.
Yeah, always like to see a useless Ghost Hawk coming out. That's nice. Gonna be able to go into Logos now. Love this diametric charge. Perfect.
Ouch.
Perfect placement there. Yeah, that was good for me. Sacrobot. Gonna be real safe next to that Shoulder Id there. I like the Sacrobot here. And then I think I finish off the Cephalus. Draw a card. Not what I was looking for there. And get a reap in with the daughter, put me up to 7.
Yeah, this efficiency is really good.
Yeah, and it's my only shot. But again, with what we've seen from Ruinraven, I'm still very concerned.
Daughter alive for 4 turns.
Just getting work done. Okay, I think the right call here is to go Untamed. We're gonna Wild Bounty into Reclaimed by Nature. And let's take out the Serum and Auto Encoder.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the Reclaimed by Nature in my opening hand, which is why I was like, this is not necessarily ideal, but I think keeping the hand for the efficiency was the right call. Bring back my daughter with Resurgence and
disaster.
Check at 8.
Okay, well I can make you pay 8 at least. So that was part of the game plan.
Oh, cool.
I don't think, do I have any like taunt in this deck? Nope. Exalt. Ghost on. Exalt. This guy. Oh, yeah, the double Faust actually brought you up to 10.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Actually, I probably would have preferred to make you pay 8.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll see. I think holding the Faust there is just, I need to see some certain cards to handle this situation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, I'm going to be going back into Logos here. Get a draw with the QMX. Okay. And I really do not want those Fausts around. I wonder if it's worth it to fight the Faust with the Sacrobot, or if I should go for the efficiency on a reap. Your Effervescent Principle is already gone, so I don't need to worry about going to too high of numbers. But I think I'd rather get rid of your Faust, because killing the Faust saves me at least 2 amber, right? Versus reaping only gets me the 1. And then I might not even be able to play the card right now that I get. So I think fighting is the right call.
Yeah.
So we're gonna diametric charge onto Ludo. This Sacrobot is gonna fight this Faust. Kehoe is gonna fight the other Faust. Finish it off. Okay. Drew me standardized testing, which would get rid of your QMax, or my QMax, your attendant, and my shoulder in. It also has an amber and another draw on it, so I guess just play it, and it gets me the Infomorph with the amber on it. I am lucking out on the pole on this turn here. Jeez. All the way up to 12 amber, 13 once I put this daughter down, pick off the Munchling, don't get that amber back, but that's okay. I guess reap with the other daughter and be very happy that you already played your Aggressive Principle. So this is definitely shaking out in the exact way that we were saying was going to be my best bet. This early efficiency is really like stacking in my direction here.
Yeah, hopefully you can run out of gas. So what I'm going to do is Untamed. Alright. So I think I'll just make sure that amber goes away.
Yeah.
Then I will Savage Clash here.
Oof.
So I've got Lost in the Woods. Should I play it? Yeah, get Ludo back with the other Saurians. There's another Ludo in deck. But now that your Logos is mostly... Let's see, you've played 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So it could be inefficient for you. So I'm going to send them back. Then I'll have you pay more for the key, thankfully.
Right.
Oh, this is good. I drew a Vault's Blessing with the Pismire.
Ooh, nice. Perfect
All
timing
right.
for it.
Is it happening?
Alright, so I get to forge the first key here. So I think I'm going to go Untamed. Put out the Attendant to cancel your Pismire mutant advantage there. Put out my own Keyfrog. And then Resurgence, bring back Infomorph and Daughter. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay. So you're on key unless I play a mutant. I could take a Saurian turn here to take you off check. It's pretty bad.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I just have to go with Logos. Hopefully I can draw Citizen Shrieks. Okay, I didn't, but I can use the Imperial Road now.
Get a stunned Ludo out, which is fine. Alright, forge the yellow key. Still got to look out for the red Baron there. Well, Logos is my call here. Take the archive into the hand. I mean, this is not ideal, but I guess I just start with the Effervescent Principle. Get a draw. Takes 1 away from you, but...
Could be the difference.
Could be. And I don't care too much about the 1 chain, because I've got a Daughter coming out. Get another draw in here. the draw here is it's unfortunate because there's only one. The Sacrobot you sent back is the only logos left in my draw. So daughter comes down. I think I guess I hit your Q-Max just because if I can kill it and you can, not have that one Amber. Infomorph gonna go down next to Q-Max. I don't want your group think tank to kill my daughter. And then Eclectic Inquiry. Bulking up my archive there. This is the point where I need to close this out before you can catch up to me.
Yeah, rushing. I think we'll go with logos. This is interesting. So I have another QMX, so I have a 40% chance to draw more logos.
It's not bad.
But is that card gonna matter? Alright, here we go. I think your Key Frog is a threat. And if you can do anything fishy on your turn, like you redraw on the diametric charge or something, so I'm just gonna cancel that.
Yeah, probably best.
Then I will... This is tough here. I think I'm gonna mind over matter here.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And QMX. Okay. So opposition research, I can blow up my QMX, put it back. Then Imperial Road. Okay, let's see if this all adds up to something that makes sense. Wow, I'm getting a very unfortunate draw.
Oh.
But it might work out in my favor, actually. We'll see. There's certain card that I am shocked that I haven't seen yet.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, I guess. Well, I don't want to pull my archive because there's a bunch of random assortment of all the houses in there, so that's really not great. Let's start with the Vandalize. Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I know what you haven't, what hasn't shown up
Two
yet.
copies of Citizen Tricks, bottom two cards.
Real difficult choice between the two Citizen Tricks here. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. That is pretty unlucky. Spike Trap, safe place, gonna put me into check. Cut Purse, Shoulder Id, and then the Lyco Thief.
Okay, because I
And back to
don't
you.
have Citizen Tricks, I can't even go with the Pismire to try and stop you. But
Oh, not enough mutants, because I have two. Yeah.
okay, so I know Citizen Tricks is left. So if in Logos, I can take you off check and play some cards. I think that's what we're going to do here. So we've got QMX.
Oh, I see. That's neat.
Then
Imperial Road that shrinks
Road.
out.
Yep. Why did I do that? That wasn't a great placement. It's okay though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And now I have a pretty loaded hand.
Okay. Well, you've placed your QMX very nicely to nullify my Spike Trap here. Okay, so I'm definitely going Shadows. That, Mind over Matter really made things tough for me. I still think it's not worth it to pull the archive, unfortunately. But Heist Knight is actually going to be pretty effective here. Yeah, I got maximum value out of Heist Knight for this deck. Shoulder Id is going to go on the other flank here. I think I hit your Q-Max, and then I'm going to reap up my other creatures here, and then might as well use Safe Place, because you don't have any artifact control, unless I'm forgetting something. And then go ahead and pop this, just so that if you do want to use your think tank, you have to kill your own Ludo as well as your Strix. And that puts me up to 10.
Okay. Well, I have the ace to, I think, take away all of this, but let's see. Well, unstun. Second Ludo. This is just for Amber. Octavia. And we have City-State Interest.
Spoils of Battle.
Spoils of Battle.
City-State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Not enough.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Goodbye, Amber.
Alright, so that gave me some breathing room.
Yeah.
Then do... What does Monument to Ludo do again? Okay. Just takes Amber off a creature. Do that, I guess. Okay. Oof.
So much Amber. It's like so close but so far away. It's all there, but I can't get it. Yeah, I think my best bet's to go for efficiency here. So I'm going Logos, pull in the archive, put down the daughter first. One more ping on the Ludo. Okay. Q-Mex can go next. Sacrobot comes down on the other side. Infomorph. And Eclectic Inquiry. Okay.
Alright. So I think I've got to get rid of this Amber ASAP. So I'm going to go with the Savage Clash here.
Yep. Which is pretty nice for you, because then I just keep my shield grid, which is not very useful.
So if I put Key Frog, I can keep... Guess I'll keep the one with enhancements, in case you like Resurgence or something. Okay. Yep, Ludo, delete all of this.
Ouch.
Pismire. And Fandangle.
Definitely don't like that Fandangle. Well, this is not ideal, but I think I need to get rid of the cards that you have. So, in Reclaimed by Nature, hit the Imperial Road. Get that Amber up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Floomp. Hope that I draw something useful here. Nope. And then go ahead and hit the Amberlution. Oh yeah. I have the Q-Mex in hand. Alright, what are you putting out? Oh, just that. And then I get to forge your key for you.
Okay. Force me to do the red key. I already did the red key.
You did. You did. You foolishly allowed me to make the Red Baron elusive.
Alright. I think it's time for Logos. Oh, there's only one Logos card left in my deck. So, yep, we will pull Archives. So I've Lethologica, and the last card in my deck is Master Theory. So I'm trying to think of a way like I could make it happen. But as it stands, most of my hand is Logos, so unlikely.
Right. Because you'd have to remove the munchling somehow.
So we'll do the EP. Because you were threatening because of the safe place.
Yeah.
Can Fission Bloom here. Lethalachka. I can't even trigger Massive Theory because I have Mind over Matter, so you wouldn't have any creatures either.
Oh, right.
Totally pointless. Then we've got Opposition Research.
Oh, well.
And I actually think I'm just going to send QMEX back because I'd rather have this chunk in your archives if you ever need to pull it again. Then do I play the QMEX before or after the Mind over Matter? I don't think I can go in the Logos again, so it probably doesn't matter much either way. So if I need to do a Hail Mary at the end of the game, having those QMEX in there could be useful.
Right.
So I think I'm going to play them first. Actually, that idea wasn't sound. It's okay. Just realized an issue.
Man, well, you put me in a pickle here. Well, I just have to hope for the best. Logos, and put the Lethalachka out. Do not want to take the archives because I don't want all these untamed cards in my hand on a Logos turn.
Oh, it does have a pip, right? The standardized testing.
Standardized testing does, yes. So that puts me up to check, which is good. And I can get the daughter down as well. So just on check.
Yeah, that makes things a lot more complicated for me.
That's good.
That might be it.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was talking about QMEX. I mean, maybe it could bail me out. Oh, this is just terrible. And losing the Imperial Road was really bad.
Right. Slowed down. Because I'd never given too much credit to Imperial Road, but in a couple of our games with Ruinraven, it's really proven to be just excellent just for thinning your hand, if nothing else. And like with the specific Saurian cards in that deck, it's even better because pretty much all of them are nice to play out with Imperial Road.
Alright, well this is the only play. It's not good.
It's a stop.
Yeah.
So this was actually the turn I wanted to do last time. I've got a couple of shadows here, but because I have two opportunists in hand, there were no creatures on the board last turn because he played the Mind over Matter, so yeah, that was frustrating. So put down the opportunist, damage onto the Faust, and nice, that drew me a Shoulder Id. Shoulder Id's gonna pick up the other opportunist and vandalize. Oh, you have nothing in your
no deck.
It's a pip. That's fine. At this point, I just need to get over the top. Now the question is, do I mug my own Shoulder Id to prevent you from getting that Amber back? Or do I mug your Faust, get a little bit more damage on it, and get my Amber back? Just because it doesn't actually kill your Faust, I think I go with mine. Seeing if I have any more direct damage left in my draw here. Yeah, I guess I'll go with yours just in case I draw into some more direct damage. I can finish it off. And then, safe place. Grand total of 12. So
yep, so even Effervescent won't be enough, but I can try.
Not enough by itself, yeah. So you're gonna dig for the EP.
Yeah. Nope, that's not it. Nope, didn't get it. So that'll do it. Good game.
Wow. I mean, the story of Ruinraven is still definitely the comeback kid.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was pretty far ahead for the first couple turns, and I was sweating by close to the end there.
Interesting. So I just went to the tracker, and it said that I actually played more cards this game, which is really surprising because you had Daughter live like half the game, and several turns you had 2.
Wow, that is interesting. Yeah, let me pull up the tracker here. Where did you say? Oh, okay, yeah, right there at the top. Yeah, you have five more cards than me. I wonder where that extra efficiency came in, because you played what, 1, maybe 2 with the Imperial Road?
I think you were just using your board more. Like pretty much every turn I had to do something to get out of a bad situation. Because the 2 daughters at the beginning was just so much advantage. So like even if you weren't playing more cards, like you were playing better cards pretty much every turn. So yeah, I mean, I feel good that we identified like the way that Gregg beats this deck, and it happened.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was just about to say, is if I didn't have that Logos rollout at the beginning, like a really strong showing for Logos at the beginning, I don't think I would have won that. Because it was like not just the 2 daughters, but like by the time I was maybe like halfway through my draw, I had all the Logos in hand or on the board already.
Right, which smooths out your other houses.
Exactly.
Yeah. My Saurians came out a bit early. Yeah, the Strix is very late, which was a problem. But I did get the City State and Spoils of Battle together, which was nice.
Yeah, those came out at just the right time, too.
Yeah, so that got me out of a major pickle with the Savage
You deleted
Clash.
a huge amount of Amber.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
Like, it was like, there was a ton of Amber on your creatures, and it just eliminated, and that was the point at which I thought that I was going to be losing this game. 3 on a Strix, 3 on a group Think Tank, 2 on a Ludo, and 2 on a Octavia.
Right. Yeah, near the end of the game, because of the safe place, you were exactly at check. If you weren't, there would have been a very nasty Untamed turn coming up. Like False Blessing, Dark Harbinger, Lost in the Woods kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I think I'm looking at it here.
Yeah, but I couldn't do it.
Right, because you had 5 cards in hand, 3 Logos in the archive, and just the Faust was your only stop.
Right, and that's why I thought I realized that putting the Q-Mex in the archive probably wasn't good, because I could Lost in the Woods to the Q-Mex out, so that I could use the Harbinger again. So that would have taken me, Vault's Blessing to get 1, Lost in the Woods 1, so it would have given me 3 Amber.
Yeah.
And I think even if I had done that Untamed turn, I would only be at 7.
Yeah, really tight game.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because now I think these 2 are both 2-1, and the other 2 are both 1-2. Is that correct?
Yep.
Right.
So yeah, it was pretty well matched.
Yeah, like a very well-rounded tournament altogether.
Yeah, Gregg did really well in this game, despite the lower synergy. I guess just drawing a lot of cards is a good synergy.
Yeah. I also definitely had the right cards at the right time. Like the Reclaimed by Natures were really good for me. I managed to get rid of your auto encoder before you could use it at all. I got rid of the mutagenic serum before you used it. I got rid of the Imperial Road. You used it a bit, but not much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. Despite all this uphill battle, like Ruinraven was still
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, pretty much until the end.
I think it's a really special deck.
Well, now we got to make a choice. This is the name of the show.
Right.
It's come to this. We got to eliminate 2 decks and keep 2.
So I think I definitely like Ruinraven as one of them. I think you played well and Gregg like high rolled in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So for the other one, I do like Dive Limb, and the Matter Maker combo is cool. It just didn't come together that well.
Right. It's definitely a deck that has a cool concept and it looks neat on paper, but maybe kind of falls flat in reality.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cool, and I like having a great Z-Force Agent deck with Matter Maker in it is just, it's one of those sort of collectible things that's neat to have.
Totally. And yeah, I think Gregg is a bit fragile. Extra Man, okay. So it went 1-2. Why did that happen? I think the games were pretty close.
Yeah, it lost to Ruinraven, right?
Yeah, it lost to Ruinraven in a big comeback.
Right, yeah, that was the game with the wild mutation and Dark Harbinger turn.
Right.
With the mutagenic serum as well.
Yeah, and Extra Man lost to Dive Limb. Yeah, the game was looking super close. Like, I just glanced over at the tracker.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Matter Maker came out pretty early.
Right, that was the one where the Matter Maker made some moves, and I guess the Reclaim by Nature didn't show up until late.
Right. I think in that game, Dive Limb kind of high rolled. Like, the houses were just all showing up like all at once. So that's a long way to say I think Extra Man is a pretty strong deck. So that would be my other choice: Extra Man and Ruinraven.
I think if we have to rank them just for strength, those are probably 2 stronger decks. Extra Man has like excellent board control. It's got some of that big Amber control, like the Bring Low and Effervescent Principle. So I think it's got a lot of kind of essential tools. And then Ruinraven just has like very solid synergy that really ties the deck together and makes for a very neat deck. The other 2, both Gregg and Dive Limb, feel wonky, situational, kind of draw-dependent decks.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the cards just flow together better in Ruinraven. And Extra Man, I think the synergy is not as good, but the card quality is pretty high.
Yeah, it's got a 68 base user, so that's pretty...
Yeah, and I think these anti-synergies it's showing are a little suspect. Like, the Spirit's Way is getting a lot of anti-synergy, and like Fangtooth Cavern.
Right, but like the anti-synergy of Spirit's Way is kind of irrelevant when you can just afford to discard it if it comes up at a time that you don't need it, because you have so many other board clears.
Right, and like clear the board with no chains. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ruinraven would definitely be a pick for me, and then it's a toss-up between Extra Man and Dive Limb for me. Not because I think Dive Limb is particularly powerful, but I just think it's kind of neat and like a neat collectible kind of deck to have. Yeah.
Like Matter Maker and Pain Mail is a lot of fun when you get that going. I also think Dive Limb would have performed better if more of these decks had Dis, because that makes the Pain Mail stronger.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think it's the only one that has Dis, right?
Yeah.
Well, somehow I have to make a final choice.
Yeah, well, they're your decks, so you tell me.
They are my decks, and that's something we should remedy in next season. Get some of your decks in here, so I don't have to sell all my cool decks. The thing about it is, I said I would sell them. I never said how much I would sell them for, so.
Yeah, I'm accepting offers.
Yeah, you want it? $100, no problem.
World famous decks from Cull the Weak.
That's right. Come get them.
We'll even sign it for you.
And for all the work I put into it, $100 would be, that'd be a low ball. Yeah, it's hard to say. Extraordinary is definitely fun and neat deck. But none of these decks are really, top tier competitive. So I think I'm going to hang on to Divlim just because I think it's fun and neat. And, I'm not going to be bringing any of these to a Vault Tour anyways. No. So I think Extraordinary is maybe a little bit less unique than Divlim. And so I think for that reason, I'm gonna hang on to Divlim, Extraordinary, and Gregg will be up for sale. I was just joking earlier. I'm not gonna sell them for $100. Make me a fair offer, and I'll sell them. But yeah, that's it. That's season 2.
Awesome. And I think these decks are pretty fun. And yeah, you wouldn't bring it to an Archon event, but like a SAS limited thing, like the holiday KFPL holiday tournament, like even though Ruinraven it says 70 SAS and the limit is 75, like I thought it was doing pretty well in some of these games.
Yeah, I might actually do that for that event because it's a deck that I know well that's in the low to mid 70s, and I don't necessarily have a ton of decks that I play a lot from there, so I think that might actually be what I do. Better not post that.
Don't give away the secrets.
All right, well, that is the episode. You got any other final thoughts you want to put in here for the season 2?
It was a great season. Looking forward to season 3.
Definitely. Look out for season 3 when that starts coming. Siaka, thank you very much for all the excellent games.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing with you. Bye, everyone. See you next season.
Thanks, everyone, for watching Cull the Weak.